I love the crossover between exploitation films and also the nunsploitation, because you're exploring themes like resistance, rebellion, amongst other things. And I'm like that. I find that really, really intriguing. What is the most meaningful affirmation that you get when you think about looking back at films that you're inspired by of the exploitation era of the 70s, whether it's black exploitation, nunsploitation, or any other things? What, and then how does that, do those themes from those films of those era, how does that inform your work today? I know it informs your style because you're super vintage 70s fashion aesthetic. How does it inform your work? And if you want to get into the fashion side, that's dope too. I'd love to hear more about that.
So I think what I find, first of all, appealing in exploitation film genre is this freedom of expression. Of I can even picture some of these people being like, I just really want to make a porn version of Red Riding Hood, and they just go for it. And I think this is amazing, and it's not meaningless. There are meanings, and the sexuality actually existed in the original version of Red Riding Hood. If we follow this example, I don't know if you know, and this is also something that I really would like to dive in, to make porn versions of different fairy tales. I think like everyone wants to do it, but nobody does. So like I'm not seeing many modern examples that are like really cool and enjoyable and well done, because yeah, costumes costs. But the original versions of a lot of storytellings are very sexual in nature. There's also a lot of violence in the Red Riding Hood. I think the sort of medieval and even before that versions had the main character engaging in relationship with wolf. And so yeah, not saying they're good, but it's the fact is that now we have this polished, appropriate versions, but it's not really detached. So I think with exploitation film, they exploit something that it's already there. So this potential, this interesting values and interesting context. So the fact that they just go for it, that they fulfill their fantasies, and that they speak of something that it's very hard to speak of in many ways, because it's controversial. So with nunsploitation, that is the religion, and with other kinds, other genres, it's also sexism. There are these films of with that center attractive young women that take revenge after like assault or something, and that is
I think of Pam Grier.
yeah. So there's
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It made me think of Pam Grier, like from Foxy Mama, Black Mama, White Mama, and like a bunch of her other films. I can't help but think about that. Anyway, I'm listening. Sorry, my bad. Cut you off.
no, that's great. And also for me, like I'm writing down some of the stuff you're saying, because I don't know everything, but I feel like this freedom in creation and representing sexuality is precious, because I think it's really giving good results when people feel like this strong desire to show something without overly censoring and overthinking the final effect, a final result of this, without trying to be too sublime about porn. So then, 80s and 90s, I feel like the porn became a little bit, well, more pretentious in a way, and also it was about mass production. So yeah, with exploitation film, it's just wild. It feels very honest in a way, even though there's a lot of fantasy and role playing. It does feel honest to me. And one of my favorite films from that era are Alice in Wonderland, the porn musical. So they dance, sing, and fuck at the same time. So that's also impressive. Like, it's funny, it looks good, and it's impressive. And I'm feeling like, yeah, I don't think we will be able to produce that these days. It's a lot of skill that. And I don't know if you watched that. There was this TV show, The Deuce, about the beginning of porn industry.
Oh, okay.
You heard of
I
this?
I
haven't
think
seen it,
so.
but I
Yeah.
do know what it is. Yeah, I
You,
haven't seen it though.
you have to watch it. You will love it. It's amazing, and actually, well, it shows the area in New York where there was a lot of prostitution and street workers, and one of them transitioned into porn industry, and it's shown in a way that it's really really interesting and real. And yeah, and she also makes this film like Red Riding Hood porn version, so it's really like I totally felt that character. That's also what I find very pleasant in this process, because I think with porn, for me, it's like making art. It's about making my dreams come true and sending the messages I want to send and